My name is Antoine Boivin. I'm a family physician. I hold the Canada Research Chair in partnership with patients and communities.
And I'm the patient and the community. And my name is Ghislaine Rouly, and I work with Antoine for the last 5 years now.
The first time we attended NAPCRG together was 5 years ago, and it's about the time we started working together as a physician and as a peer in a primary care practice. And for us, that was the beginning of a discovery journey into the unknown.
Absolutely. And here we are.
Here we are. What was new for you about this?
Well, it was the first time that, first of all, I was working in research and working actually with a medical professional. And usually the research was on me and not about. So it's quite different.
So for me, that was a very new way to practice medicine. Ghislaine had been working as a peer for 50 years. I did not know anything about this, but I had a feeling that this would be a much better way to care for patients together than just alone. Because many of my patients, they present with medical symptoms, but in fact they have a lot of social issues, isolation, depression, grief, etc., that oftentimes I feel powerless to address, and caring together was much more effective, I thought, or I believed.
No, and it is in fact, because what Antoine cannot see, for example, because the patient will want, who can't explain to him, just talking with me, and I can come back with some of the things that I learned about the patient, and with the authorization of the patient, I can go back to you and explain that maybe this or that is what really we miss. And sometimes it's not only social, it might even be with the pain that the patient forgot to tell or didn't think that it was important. So yeah, we're a good team, and I think it works very well.
One thing that I've learned is that just talking to someone with the status of a health professional is a filter, and there's a number of things that the patient are not comfortable to express to me, but they are to share with a fellow patient. So it revealed a lot of sometimes what is the real issue underneath. So that's something we've learned. So we've been working together for 5 years. 2 years ago, we started working with a second peer, going outside of the clinic, working with the community health centers in homelessness, and now we're broadening the family, meeting new peers in the community, peers working in Indigenous health and women, with refugees, people with mental health, substance use, etc. So Ghislaine is becoming the mentor of the peer team that we're assembling in a way.
Yeah, and it's really nice. I put together what we call a learning circle, that we just call the circle. And we get all together and we can exchange and learn from one another. And it goes much further than just being peers. It goes deeper than that. And we're trying to become really a team. Doesn't matter where we are from or what field we are. So it's, I think now that I'm into research for me, I think it's wonderful, and it's something that we should look into deeper.
One of the really interesting that has happened when we started working together, it was just the two of us, but it gained interest within the broader primary care team, the psychologist, the social worker, the nurse, the medical residents as well. And what has happened is really mutual learning. So I learn a lot about how to care for patients differently from Ghislaine. And Ghislaine also has learned from the psychologist or the social worker about existing resources, etc. So it's really a mutual learning that we see with the team.
And not only that, not only in terms of learning, but also helping. The fact that now I know more about the psychologist or the social worker, for example, I can refer with the knowledge of who they are and what they're doing. It does help my practice. It does help to for the patient that I'm taking care of with Antoine, for example.
Yeah. So research in that context for us, initially, it was a bubble, a protected space that allowed us to practice differently without fearing that we were doing anything wrong. So it was a protected space. And then it became a space to learn what is it that Ghislaine is actually doing, because I didn't know. I know the effect, but I don't know how she practices. So it's about learning what it means to be accompanied with a peer. And the funny thing now is Ghislaine is slowly becoming a researcher herself, and now she's asking the research questions and driving research in her own way.
Yeah, and at the same time, I'm doing my own research on identity, as you know, to know what it is, who am I, and how it changed. So it goes just further than just being there, part of a team. It's really deep, and it's something that I just enjoy tremendously. So
it's been a really cool discovery journey, and we're really glad, to have this opportunity to exchange with people at NAPCRG and reach out to other people who want to try this or who have been also experimenting, caring with peers, and who want to exchange ideas and thoughts.
And thank you for inviting us, and maybe we'll be there next year.